Here, because we haven't gotten an updated resume from this guy. His son Lachlan is 5, and his daughter Harper is 3. Amazing what he does. Frozen in time. And Andy, I'm basically done with you, but could you just stand up for 1 second? Because one of the things I honor about Andy, and can you maybe stand in a way that we can see your socks? He is a man of all. I mean, what he does for homosexuality, wearing those socks in public, is just incredible. So thank you to Andy. And with that, from the Gators, Andy Treadwell.
Limited opportunities in Fort Pierce, what can I say?
Andy, now.
Oh yeah, go ahead, Gary.
You want now?
The one arrow, hit the one arrow. Yeah.
What? That one?
Yeah. There you go. That's the only one you gotta hit all night, and I'll tell you when to hit it. Alright.
Hit it?
Hey, did I hit it?
You said hit it.
Hey, did I win tonight without even having to go? Folks, this is your 3-drink tickets with the price of admission. Anyway, thank you, Steve. I love coming back to your annual bar mitzvah / Kiwanis football roast every day. Florida Atlantic University. Football program too old for JV, but not good enough for varsity. Hey, why is FAU even still invited to this thing? Does Armand blackmail the Palm Beach Gardens Kiwanis Club? Or is this some sort of college football equity play? Hashtag Owl Lives Matter. It's been 8 years of losing seasons, Armand. You guys haven't had a winning year since Sarah Palin was a real thing we considered voting for. And look how far we've come. So I heard Sir Steve and ESPN plugging FAU's players and excitement for the new year, and he forgot about their almost universal preseason All-American, their best offensive player, Dalton Schomp, the punter. So I got one master's degree from Florida Atlantic 7 years ago, and they won't leave me the goddamn alone. I keep getting sponsored ads in all of my social media feeds. Gary, go ahead and click. First, I've noticed FAU hosting a contest to give away 2 tickets to their home opener against Southern Illinois. Oh yeah, you heard me correctly, giving them away. I could hardly believe it either. Unfortunately, the promo ended this Sunday, so you suckers are gonna have to shell out for this one. Also, how generous of FAU to give away 2 tickets to 1 game when you can buy season tickets for $60. Someone in the athletic department was like, hey, let's run a giveaway promo. Make the retail value worth, I don't know, $10. All right, stay there, Gary. Stay there. All right. Holy shit, Chuck Fountain stole a joke from me tonight. He's like on the Will Greer performance enhancement plan. So the second ad I've seen recently, even on television, is this. FAU Football in Paradise, which I find a pretty liberal use of the term paradise. And to be fair, a pretty liberal use of the term football. This also marks the first time in history anyone has had the balls to dub something west of Dixie Highway and east of I-95 Paradise. Steve, go ahead and update my resume now. Cross out Port St. Lucie and just write in Paradise. Finally, I do have to tip my cap to one particular game FAU played in 2015, Armand. A last-second crushing overtime loss to the Florida Gators in the swamp. And I gotta ask, just how long does it take to recover from the worst case of college football blue balls in history? Emerson Mazzio would have loved that one. Guy loved ball jokes. Speaking of our old UCF coach, go ahead and click it over to UCF. University of Central Florida. Last chance you before Netflix made it cool. Let me add my welcome to our new UCF coach. It was a nice job tonight, Eric. You played it plain and safe, like a pair of khaki Jim Harbaugh Dockers. So much so that David Levy knew most of your punchlines. Eric, maybe you can help me out. How do you get excited about a football team that hasn't won in 629 days? You guys won as many games in 2015 as Trump University. I, for one, think the inverse perfect season should be celebrated more. Florida hasn't been able to accomplish losing every single game in 70 plus years. The 1946 campaign. All right, quick Gary. You had 0 wins. 0. FAU won 3. Not to blow your mind with metaphysical math theory, but to all my UCF homies, FAU had infinitely more wins than you. And I'm wondering, where do you hide that talking point on your Big 12 conference application? That's all about spin, though. Just write in something like, still 72% sure we'll be better than Kansas football. Finally, I joke about this last year. Go ahead and click. And it happened. So please enjoy these photos of the 2016 UCF Knights enjoying the day at medieval times. I heard the Blue Knight did indeed win for his fair maiden, so maybe your luck is turning. All right, click me, Gary. Miami Hurricanes, trying to put the can back in Kane since 2002. Seriously, Chuck, I bet you long for the day when it doesn't take 1,000 miracle laterals just to beat Duke. Congratulations are in order, though, for Miami. You just hired the greatest 9-3 coach of all time. Y chromosome Helen Hunt. For most of you FSU fans out there, that means Helen Hunt with a pecker. All right. Given that you hired a guy who was 5-10 all time against UF at a neutral site, I'm pretty thankful you booked the Gators for the 2019 season opener in Orlando. Mark Richt is already generating more buzz in Miami. He's committed $1 million of his own money to help UM build an indoor practice facility. And I think we Gators out there can get behind that and be hugely supportive of this, since we love seeing people throw the University of Georgia's money away. Though it really was the only direction possible, Rick also has Cane football ticket sales up. Attendance for Miami football has gotten so... No, go back. There we go. Thank you, Gary. It's gotten so bad, they've resulted in photoshopping Miami Dolphin home games for promo ads. Yeah, that one on the left. Yeah, we were never going to notice all the aqua. Hey, even Vanderbilt has its home stadium sellouts they can use in promo ads. So speaking of the recently facelifted stadium, I hear it has a new name, Hard Rock Stadium. Perfect. Just perfect. Hard Rock and Miami football together. That couldn't be any more 80s if I was doing a cocaine bump up here saying tubular.
Is that really?
I mean, doesn't the Seminole tribe own Hard Rock? If so, who's the home team on October 8th when the Make-Believe Seminoles come to town? That's a rhetorical question, David. The answer is assholes. Finally, I saw this on the worldwide internets and threw it up in my mouth just a little bit. If you own this, you are just the worst. The worst. Yankees and Hurricanes, it's in my DNA.
Wow.
I'm assuming your DNA also contains the inherent need for neck tattoos, HPV strains, and a special genome that makes you smell like A-Rod's taint. You probably also wear ankle monitors to Hard Rock Stadium. Folks, I don't understand science, but this is clearly how something like Zika starts. I'd say there's nothing we can do about these stains on society, although the Second Amendment people, maybe there is, I don't know. That joke would be huge. Big click here. Florida State University, Showtime's newest reality stars that I wish had a crossover special with Dexter. FSU beat Florida 27-2 in the Swamp last season, but it hasn't been too bad, honestly. I just tell people we publicly dropped the deuce on the Knolls, so I suppose lose the battle, won the war kind of thing. Click. For beating Florida in Miami, Lord of the Rings coach Jimbo Baggins awarded his team Florida Champion rings. Freaking millennials and their meaningless trophies. If rings celebrating a 10-3 season aren't on eBay by next year's roast, I'll do David Levy's PowerPoint for you. All right, click. Sad news out of Seminole Camp. Jimbo Fisher divorced from his wife Candy this summer, which is the inevitable result of marrying a woman with a stripper name. The rumor around Tallahassee is that she was out about town seeking new spears to try out, including that of former NFL and UF wide receiver Taylor Jacobs. I do have sympathy for Jimbo, but it is nice to see Gator wide receiver scoring again. Because of renovations to their erector set stadium, the Knolls had to play their spring game in Orlando, the same exact location as their season opener on Labor Day against Ole Miss. Let's all quietly admit to ourselves right now, having to host FSU fans twice is the worst thing to happen to Orlando this year. Knew it. So I was wondering, is FSU gonna, go ahead and click. Is FSU gonna have a QB left by Labor Day? McGuire's injured, Malik Henry suspended. You guys are down to DeAndre Francois, who is either a QB or a French aristocrat. I hear that Trayon Harris is available if you're really desperate. Only one last click here. Well, I was at the College Football Hall of Fame, so whoever bid on that package, please go enjoy this exhibit. And I found a terrific exhibit donated by FSU, the 2013 Seminole Survival Guide, a publication on how to shop and cook on a budget. I swear to God I'm not making this up. 2013 of all years, too. And as much as I begged the curator to let me open the case, he would not. So the world will never know if there's a chapter on how to properly steal crab legs.